Who has the biggest dick? This is just sus. Check this out.
Hey guys, I know you're here for the video, so I'm gonna make this real.
I feel like it's a part of me, but it's not who I am right now.
I'd say in my early 20s, I didn't know why I was cheating. I didn't think a bunch about it.
Normally, a lot of people, they definitely beat themselves up for it. I don't.
When I cheated, I enjoyed it. 3, 2, 1, go.
I was there for it. I was there for the cheating. Like, let me tell you, like, I'm here for it.
No, of course. Of course, when you cheat, it feels good. That's why a lot of people usually when they're in relationships and they would be like in a situation like, oh, I felt so bad. I didn't want to cheat. I'm like, bro, that's so much cap because it feels good. Like, realistically speaking, like if I was to think in the mentality of a cheater, you're getting away with something you're not supposed to be doing. Like, oh shit, I'm sleeping with this girl and I'm sleeping with another girl. God damn, this is fire. Like, you know, but
Catharsis. It's cool for like the moment while you're in it, and then afterwards I feel horrible. It's like, okay, I'm doing this, I feel good because I'm connecting with someone and I'm not connected with my partner, and so this feels good to have this sort of connection with someone else.
I cheated in another country, so at that time, I was like, oh, nobody's gonna know about this. I don't say anything. It's all about me right now. So at that time, I enjoyed it. But yeah, as soon as I got back, I just felt so guilty. Man, you high and then it went like low.
Yeah, I enjoyed it in the process because one, my boyfriend at the time was 2,000 miles away, and here's my best friend's cousin who is.
damn, 2,000 miles away. So I'm telling y'all, bro. I mean, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Nah, you know what? I don't want to be the bearer of bad news.
Right here and open and willing, and I was like, fuck it, let's go.
I actually cheated on somebody. I was in a long distance relationship. I didn't cheat on the person like through sex. It was something totally different. I just considered other things as cheating. I did not enjoy it. No, it was like with a friend from like middle school. He like hit me up. I was like, how you doing? Okay, let's go hang out. What's happening? So no, I didn't enjoy it. And
You didn't enjoy the moment? Like, you didn't enjoy like actually being with the person?
No,
Not at all, from the
no,
beginning?
it just like you let things happen. I just let it happen. I was like, oh, God, no,
Really?
not again.
Then why didn't you stop? Why didn't you say, no, I don't do this?
Yeah, felt like, like my lips outside, gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point.
Like he was like my ride, so I couldn't like my lips. I couldn't. Yeah, no.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. 3, 2, 1, go.
Of course. That's what a cheater would say. That's what a cheater would say. Once a cheater, always a cheater. That's what they would say. That's what they would say. But guess what? Guess what? If they were the one that got cheated on and they were there in the thing and it said once a cheater, always a cheater, they would go to strongly agree.
I would say I strongly disagree with this saying, simply because people change, people grow up, people learn things. Just because I did this one bad thing when I was like, let's say 15, doesn't mean that it should haunt me for the rest of my adult.
Okay, in a sense, I agree. I agree with that statement. That is true. Like, if you cheated when you were like 15 or 16, like some shit in like high school, and you're now like 25, I agree with that statement because that was a completely different time. You were way younger. So, in that statement, I agree.
What?
Once a cheater, always a cheater. Okay, no, not really. I've been in several long-term relationships where like I cheated from the very beginning to the very end of the relationship. And you guys are saying like I cheated one time I was 15 or something like that. I'm like, oh, you guys are awesome. I was like on some straight fuckboy shit. So like I was straight up. So like what
Damn,
I'm
she
doing,
coughing her ass off. She got
defense
COVID.
mechanism. I have these strong emotions towards my partner. I really wish that they would listen to me. They're not, and so I'm just going to go and do something that makes me feel better. So I don't think that once a cheater, always a cheater. But I do, on the other hand, always tell every partner that I've been with about my habits and what I've done in the past. I share it openly because I think it's something that should be shared more often.
Damn, he lets people know when he gets into a relationship. He'd be like, hey, man, I fucks with you. I know we just finished going to Chick-fil-A eating them waffle fries, but just to let you know, if you do get into a relationship with me, I'm a bad ting. All my past gals, I cheated on them. Suck other toes all day. They gonna be like, what the fuck? I suck other toes all day.
We're not the people that cheat.
I'm a
People
bad
watch us for- are also
team.
cheaters.
I would be willing to forgive someone if they cheated on me. 3, 2, 1, go.
Just because of the simple fact that I told my boyfriend at the time that I cheated on him and then he forgave me. But then these things start happening where he's, oh, like, what's up, where are you going? I'm going to parties. Oh, boys are going to be there, huh? I'm just like, why would you do that? This makes me want to like just go back to what I was doing.
have,
I'm
like,
just,
no
I can't.
faith or trust
Yeah,
in me.
exactly. The
Like,
trust after was gone. Like, oh,
yeah.
I'm fine, we're fine. Like, no,
Yeah.
we're not, because you're not emotionally, mentally like, oh, I'm like, we're done.
Right.
It wasn't done. So after that, I broke up with him and
That's cap too. Like, if I got cheated on, would I forgive them? That's super cap. Especially her. I don't trust a single thing she says sometimes because she look like oh my god. Like, I don't know why. I just feel this energy from her that, like, I feel like she would just complain. I'd be like, hey, babe, I'm about to go to the store. Who you going to the store with? I'm going by myself. Do you want anything?
After that, I broke up with him, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna be that person. Just like,
She
hey,
got
bye.
snake
I'm like,
vibes, bro.
Like, no, we're gonna work this out.
If it was the other way around, I still would have been begging at his knees to be with me because of how much I was in love with him, and I still forgive him for what he's done to me. And if anybody were to do that later on, I'd be like, hey, I've done it too. 3 out of the 4 relationships I was in, I was a cheater, but on that last one, I got cheated on. Cheating all throughout that first year. Second year, same thing through that. I forgave him for all of it. I was still the one begging him to be with me. I said I forgave him for that, but I didn't really. I still have a lot of hate in my heart for that. But would I let the next person do that? Hell the fuck no. Like, what do you mean I'm gonna get to know you just for you to do all of that stuff? Like, that's why we learn from our past mistakes, which that's kind of me being a hypocrite because I did the same mistake over and over again.
You changed?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Only because before I cheated, I would have actually been all the way back there. And then I came here because I hold grudges. So I mean, I will be more understanding to a person that they cheated on me because I did it. But it would be really hard for me to let it go because I would always replay it in my head. For me, actually, the person I cheated on, we're still together. We're getting married next month.
I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah.
Congrats.
So he forgave me big time. Obviously.
So you cheated him long, like overseas?
Yes. At first, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just break it off, not say anything.
To
But
the
he was so willing
streets.
to fix whatever was going on. He was like, I don't know what's going on. What can I do to fix it? And I was like, this is just what's going on. This is what I have in my head. Like,
But you see the hypocrisy though? She's like, oh, if I cheated on them, like, oh, they're supposed to forgive me. Oh, but if they do it to me, like if I cheat on them, it's fine. But if they cheat on me, oh, I hold grudges. Like, shut your bitch ass up. What's up, Loki? How you doing, man?
I'm unhappy. I think we should go to counseling and stuff. And so we did. And we're more honest and open with each other. And we were able to work it out.
Cheating is always wrong. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's not always wrong because what if that person that you're in a relationship with is like toxic? You're just like, okay, I have like an excuse to cheat on this person. That's why.
Isn't that more of an excuse to break up with the person?
I know, but like
to
you
cheat?
still have benefits. Like,
Exactly. Nah. He hit her with the facts. She's like, oh, I could cheat if the person, motherfucking, like I can cheat on them if they're toxic. Just break up with them. Just break up with them. Like that was such a pepega. Like the guy literally put her in her place. Just break up with them. No, but I just want to stay in a relationship though. It's because you like the feeling of being with someone, but being unfaithful and getting with someone else. It's like this rush. It's this rush of dopamine that you get that you're like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. Oh, it's like, you know, when you steal the cookie from the cookie jar.
You know she a whole side bitch.
person too, you know what I'm saying? Like you're in this relationship and you're like, you got benefits, so why
That's the
not?
hard part, right? It's like, this is one of the things I'm like, why I'm afraid of marriage. It's like, in some ways, it's like, what if shit goes like super south and like, I can't just undo this. This is not just a break up.
I'm a firm believer that no matter how toxic somebody is, no matter how horrible somebody can be, I don't think anybody on this planet deserves to be cheated on. I wanted to believe I had good reason, but I didn't, even though he called me a dumb bitch every other sentence. And I was the most ugly and stupid person that he's ever met. And I only exist to send him nudes. Like,
Yeah, you did the right thing. Getting out of that relationship. You did the right thing for sure.
yeah.
You can be in love and still cheat. 3, 2, 1, go.
So the reason why I'm strongly disagree is because if you actually love someone, why would you ever want to inflict any sort of pain on them? Since you're supposed to be there, I guess you can say their other half, why would you want to be the bad half of it? It doesn't really make any sense.
Did you love the guys that you cheated on?
No, that's why.
You didn't love them?
I didn't love any of them.
Did you tell them that you loved them?
No.
You never said you loved them.
Well, I never said any of them because I didn't love them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I was in love with the people I cheated on. I mean,
Would you call yourself a selfish person?
super selfish. At that time, for sure. Super selfish.
Do you think you could have been selfish in a different way and still not hurt the person?
Exactly. Yeah, I do. I agree with you. And that's a thing that now at this portion of life, like I try and do. I've not cheated in a long while.
Yeah, I don't have too many experiences in relationships. So actually, my fiance, he was my first boyfriend.
Do
So
you feel like you wanted to experience other people? What was the
200%. So yeah, like I said, it was my first relationship, and at that time, like I wasn't very confident in myself, my appearance, my personality. Guys were always looking at my friends, you know, and I was like, okay, this guy likes me. It's like this is it, you know. And then as I got older, I just like more comfortable with myself, and I'm like out when I was in Japan, I was like, oh hey, people like I'm getting attention, like I love this, like not like I fell out of love with my fiance now, but it was like, hey, somebody else likes me, I am pretty, like I am cool. He's not just saying that, you know.
I have forgiven myself. 3, 2, 1, go.
Damn, you guys haven't forgiven yourself. I've forgiven myself, for sure. I mean, it took a lot of like reflecting. I don't think my cheating is not really who I am. It was the result of not seeing healthy relationships as I was growing up, not seeing how people can work through things in a healthy way.
I feel like I had to forgive myself just because, especially after the relationship that I was in after that I got cheated on, just because now I understand both sides of it. It isn't easy both ways, but I feel like if you really actually want to learn and grow from something, you definitely have to forgive yourself because you can't grow if you don't forgive yourself.
Still haven't kind of forgiven myself just for the simple fact that we're kind of like in a courtship, so we're like intending to get married. So I could have been in like her shoes of like, oh, fiance, but I didn't get that chance just for the simple fact that I cheated, and then all that stuff happened. And yeah, that's something that I was like, damn, this time if I would have stayed and I didn't cheat, I could have been like married by now. I could have had like the life that I wanted.
Do you think that you'd be like,
Yo,
you'd be, like,
this video is sponsored by Spectrum. Yo, fuck Spectrum.
would still be together if you hadn't cheated?
No. To be honest, I don't know how long I would have lasted in a long distance relationship, so well, that's why I cheated.
I'm definitely still working on it. It's something that still happened recently, just last year. So I just felt like, you know, all my life I grew up to be this perfect person. My parents were very proud of me. I never like went against them. So when I went to Japan, we were already engaged. So me coming back, my dad already put money on a down payment for the venue and stuff. I felt so guilty. So like even now, I know everybody's like forgiving of me, but I just have to work on forgiving myself still because I still think about it, you know, how it affected everybody around me.
Alright guys, that's a wrap.
Oh my god. Once you cheated.
This is what cheaters look like. When you came here, I didn't realize, like, I was like, you guys are cheaters? Like, what's up?
You got to be careful. But what I was going to say earlier is long distance relationships is hard, man. I'm going to be real with y'all. Like, any of y'all in long distance relationships, I give you guys medals of honor, because that's something extremely hard to do. You say everybody cheats. No, they don't. Yes, people change, but but not everyone cheats. If you can't handle long distance relationships, don't go into one. Facts. I'm gonna be real with you. My take on that is, like, if you can't handle a long distance relationship, then don't go into one. My take on that is don't even do it, period. Just to save yourself from the shit, unless you are actually so committed that you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go see this person, and you guys actually like fucks with each other so much that you're gonna see each other, then yes. But it's like I said, long distance is not easy, bro. Like, I've tried that once and I was like, never again.
Oh god, these people look like the type that would make a video or whole tweet longer throwing their partner under the bus and saying they felt neglected after getting caught cheating in public.
All these people are acting like they are the victims. Oh no, of course. Her paints her boyfriend as mentally immature for not trusting her around other men. Also her, why doesn't he trust me after I told him I cheated? True. I'm sorry, but I literally can't imagine marrying someone who cheated on me. The dude flexing that he's a cheater is disgusting. This episode, cheaters are just people with feelings too. The comment section, no. Girl cheats on boyfriend, forgives but doesn't trust as much anymore. Girlfriend don't understand why. I mean, that's a lot of the mentality that I don't understand, like, with cheaters. Like that's how they literally think. You said just one more? Let me see.